My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an author, an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and a host of this show, the Take You Back Today show. Don't forget, my new book is out on Amazon, Struggles Became My Strength. Somebody wrote in and said, who is Joel Osteen? Joel Osteen is a native Texan and a pastor of the Lakewood Church, which according to Church Growth Today is America's largest and fastest growing church. On July 16, 2005, after completing $95 million in renovations, Joel moved Lakewood Church into its new 16,000-seat home, the former Compact Center. It is the largest regular-use worship center in the United States. Each week, Joel delivers God's messages of hope and encouragement to more than 38,000 attendees. According to Nielsen Media Research, Joel is the most watched inspiration figure in America. His weekly service is broadcasted into every U.S. television market, and it is viewed by 7 million people each and every week and 20 million people each month. His weekly broadcast is seen almost in 100 nations in the world. In 2004, his first book, Your Best Life Now, was released by Time Warner, debuting at top of New York Times bestsellers list and quickly rising to number one. It remained on New York Times bestselling list for more than 2 years and has sold more than 4 million copies. Most recently, Joel was named as one of Barbara Walters' 10 most fascinating people of America, and he was selected as the most influential Christian in 2016 by the Reader's Church of Report magazine. Joel Osteen reveals how to get through grief and life in storms. Osteen, who is 51, is the senior pastor of the Lakewood Church, the largest Protestant church in the United States, in Houston, Texas. Joel Osteen, popular televangelist, radio host, and senior pastor of the Lakewood Church, mega church in Houston, Texas, recently gave some biblical tips on how to get through life storms and continue to be thankful even through whatever grief you're facing. Osteen, who is regular preaches to a flock of 43,000 and released his latest book, You Can, You Will, 8 Undeniable Qualities of a Winner, in September, encourage those suffering with the grief to seek the Lord and simply take it one day at a time. Sometimes you think, how can I go on another 6 months or another year? But God doesn't ask you to. Osteen told Fox and Friends, he says, can you go on for 24 hours? It's almost like the AA concept, just another day. So I think you have to get up in the morning and say, God, I'm asking you to give me the strength today. You just have to remember good memories. If you stay in faith, God will open another door. The 51-year-old who lost his father in 1999 added that without faith, grief is very difficult. And it's hard to overcome. I encourage people, even unbelievers, to turn to God. He is the creator. He has the purpose for us. Nothing we go through is a surprise to him. God will be there to give you peace and strength and to bring in new friends and help you get through those tough times. The mega church pastor explained that he often promotes hope in his ministry, as I do on my show, Joel Osteen Ministries, because it's important for people to be positive about life and to be thankful when times are difficult. I always think it's important to get up every morning and find something to be grateful for. I think that how you start the day many times determine what kind of day it's going to be, he said. It's easy to think, oh man, I don't feel like going to work. I've got all these problems, or there's so much negativity coming from every direction. But if you get up and think, well, I thank God that I have my health and my family, whatever it is that I believe, when you start the day like that, it's going to feel better, says Osteen. He went on to say during this conversation that he focuses on hope and the abundant mentality in which ministry, in his ministry, because dealing with challenges is a common theme for people all around the world is what we all understand. I find when I give hope, I'm speaking to most of the world because everybody faces issues each and every day, said Osteen. I think when you have an abundant mentality, you believe that you can rise higher than the issues you're facing. You believe that God has given you gifts and talents. You believe that where you are in is not as important as where you've been, and it's where you're supposed to stay. You have to take the limits off of God. You have to make room for him to do something new in your life. You have to believe, you have to accept, and you have to let God guide and direct you. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together we can help each other take our lives back. My friends, be good to yourselves and be good to others. And remember, a simple smile to a total stranger can change their life forever, and it can change yours as well. Joel Osteen, #1 pastor, huge congregation, and a man of God. May God bless you. May God bless America. And remember, God loves you. Take good care. No matter what your problems are, God loves you and He will help you. Take care. Bye.